Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today, the 11th of May 2025 here in Singapore, and the 10th of May, 9 p.m. Eastern in the US? I hope you're all well, and we're all watching this from different time zones, so there's always this, you know. So that's the reason why I've decided to keep it, Eastern timing. And I hope you're all doing well. The energies have been fluctuating, volatile, heavy, intense, raw. And this is due to the upcoming full moon in Scorpio. And I know that you guys are very excited about today's topic. So I'm just going to give it a minute until more of you all join me. And I'm also going to just give me 1 second. And I'm also going to see if I'm in the right group. So long ago that happened. I ended up by doing live on my own personal Facebook, and I'm like, hey, where is everyone? And it was quite embarrassing. All right, so oops, I am in the right chat group. So let me just. All right. All right. So as I was saying, the Scorpio full moon, flower moon, is very, very intense, very raw. So you guys may have been feeling bolts of anger, frustration, emotions. The past may be coming to the surface, stuff that you feel that, hey, I've already cleared it or I've gotten over it. You may be feeling guilty, you may be feeling uncomfortable, you may be feeling shame. This is all the doing of the full moon from Singapore. I mean, the full moon that is occurring on the 12th of May, which is tomorrow from here, and day after tomorrow from the US. So it is actually pretty intense, and this is a very rare full moon because when a full moon is in Scorpio, it tends to bring out, Scorpio is a water sign. It tends to bring out raw emotion. It tends to bring up all the intricacies in a connection. So everyone in the world, even karmics, people in brand new connection, soulmate connection, will all be feeling a kind of like being shaken up. And then I don't have to say further. For twin flames, it's just crazy, especially if you're in separation. You may be connecting to your divine masculine in a pace like never before. So there's a lot of 5D telepathic communication going on, but at the same time it is raw and intense, and the feelings that you're picking up are mostly from your divine masculine, like shame and guilt and fear and pain and anger and frustration and irritation. It's almost like you want to give up on this journey and just pretend like it never existed. So these kind of emotions are going to come in. And then, for another group of us, you may be feeling very excited, very motivated. You may be feeling like, hey, this is the time to get things done. And for another group, you may be feeling extremely exhausted. You may be feeling a lot of intense pain, intense emotions. But at the same time, you have surrendered, So you're living from 5D. So you are just watching all of this from the state of watchfulness. So you may be sleeping more. And also, a lot of us are being activated for a lot of missions because the energies right now are very sensitive and crucial for Earth's ascension, as we have been talking about the whole splitting of two timelines. So this period is crucial, and this full moon is actually activating the major changes in the grids, in the ley lines. So that's why, guys, what you're feeling may not be yours completely. It's the collective and your divine counterparts as well. Having said that, it's okay to feel not okay. Don't stress yourself or put pressure on yourself, and don't feel like this is how I should be. That is the ego speaking. That's the mind speaking. You just have to surrender, and you just have to keep on moving, keep on going. That is the beauty of evolution. That is the beauty of ascension. You keep on going. That is the motto. You keep on going one more time till infinity, and infinity is one more time always, right? So we live in a very beautiful period right now, and there's so much intensity that's going on, and we are also going through a lot of changes, transformation, and this is occurring through the downloads, The hearing in our, the ringing in our ears, that's one symptom of getting a download. When you're asleep, if you're feeling that, hey, I usually only sleep 4 to 6 hours and you're sleeping 8 hours or 10 hours, then you know, hey, you're downloading more in your sleep. And also when you're sleeping, you're actually traveling out of your body. So what is actually happening is that you are either on a mission, you're fighting the galactic war, you are meeting your twin flame, of course, and you're also attending multiverses, council meetings, galactic council meetings, so on and so forth. But, some of us do it consciously too. So you can do all of these consciously. So in that way, understanding how your mind works, understanding how energy works, understanding how everything works can be crucial to surviving 3D physical Earth. And definitely we will do a topic on that, surviving planet Earth twin flame edition. So today it's a much awaited topic, a much excited one. I may have done a topic like this a couple, maybe once or twice in the last 4 years, but today I have specifically organized them under questions as well, so that we are able to, I'm able to give you guys the answers that you may be looking for, and I can also intuitively channel the answers that you are seeking. So I was brainstorming these questions yesterday, and I was like, you know what, this is what I am going to this is what I'm going to teach today. So with that, guys, tell me how you guys have been feeling, what you guys have been going through, how life is in general. And after that, we are going to delve right into topic. All right, I see some comments. Good morning, Julia. Good morning, Karen. Hi, Tracy. Perfect. All right. So are you guys excited about today's topic? And I don't have to say much, but I'm just going to read out the topic like how every good lecturer would. Just joking. So again, today we are going to talk about union. And again, I've talked about many stages of union, but today we are going to talk about full, stable, secure, physical 3D union. The kind of union where you don't have to be sitting on your toes thinking, when is he going to leave me? But actually you are, and I would consider this, again, this is my own interpretation. If you are together for 6 months minimum, and if you can, continue this for a couple of years, then you are in a full, stable, secure, physical 3D union. Having said that, there can be circumstances, death or personal reasons or other factors that can separate you even if you are meant to be in union. So you have to consider these factors too. But staying in union without being in the state of ego, without being the state of the mind, and having peace and harmony, that is what I would consider a full, stable, secure, physical 3D union with your twin flame. So what exactly is stable and secure and 3D physical union? So this is something, a lot are going to debate, a lot are going to question. You're going to be like, what exactly it is? So during separation, we go through a lot. We go through a lot of feelings, emotions. We go through a lot of encounters with our divine counterpart, where there is massive rejection, there is massive disrespect, there is massive pain, and after that you will come to a point where separation in itself becomes a state of being. You accept it as it is, and then after that you start seeing your twin flame more and more in your dreams. You start to see a lot of angel numbers. You start to have all of those pre-union symptoms, which I've talked about in another discourse. And then you somehow know deep within your heart, your soul, that, hey, you are going to be in full, stable union. So you prepare yourself for it. That takes a couple of months. And then when you get into union, the first couple of months, it's like how you first met, but amplified. And during these first few months, because you are still adjusting to this new state of being, you will be having a little bit of fear creeping in because of the remnants of your mind that's still following you, right? Because you still need the mind to operate wherever you are. But, as long as you're in the 3D physical world, the mind does follow you. But after a couple of months, you adjust to this new state of being, and you will see a completely different behavior, personality change with your divine masculine. Everything will be amplified. If he was the romantic guy, it's going to be amplified. He's going to show you more unconditional romance. If he's the sort that used to get really angry, he'll be much more calmer and at peace. So it's all for the good. So, stable, secure 3D physical union is as normal as it can be, So, don't have too much expectations. You're not going to just fly. You may sometimes. But it's going to be a state of peace. You can, this is a Sanskrit word called sugam, it's just a state of, it's not bliss, it's just a state of peace and joy and happiness, all together. And you will also have a lot of prosperity and abundance. I'm not talking about material prosperity and abundance, but a very wholesome and fulfilling life. You will feel like things just happen. However, having said that, I'm going to go on to the fourth point in a while, before I'm like, what is life like post-union? So life like post-union is very, very special. These are moments to be treasured forever because you've come this far in your journey. And sometimes it can get boring as well, but it's very rare. But of course, twin flames may say boring, but that's not the truth. It's actually a state of being and doing. So think of it this way, all this while you went through meeting, separation, and now union. Now it's about action. What are you going to do together to contribute to planet Earth? So you have got conscious contributions and subconscious contributions. Subconscious contributions is just a state of being. So together you're holding a certain vibration that is actually helping Earth to transcend, to ascend, and go into 5D and above. And you will also be doing a lot of traveling. You'll be doing a lot of traveling, and this is part of the grid work project that twin flames in union kind of a part of quite immediately. Of course, some twin flames may have different missions, so really depends on what kind of twin flame you are and where you're from, which planet you are, and that's where your skill sets come into importance, right? And so these factors do matter, but most of the time doing grid work, influencing the ley lines a little, inspiring the magnetic fields a little is part of our duty. So it becomes a duty. So it's never quite boring, Of course, for those who like a challenge, these missions are going to keep you going. So that's what life is like post-union. So this is a question that I get asked a lot. So do we still face 3D challenges? Absolutely. You apply for a job, you may still be rejected because it's still part of the 3D world, right? You may still meet nasty people. You may still have nasty in-laws, family members. So it's not going to be, hey, everything is going to be. But you guys are going to be strong and united, and that's what matters. So another big thing is having children, So you might be having trouble having children, or you may have trouble establishing a business together. So everything that is conscious might be a bit, so that is the challenges that you may be facing. And so the subconscious assignments, with the guidance of the councils, they always happen without any issues. But the conscious ones where we have to physically go in and do something, you may face a bit of challenges. But having said that, God is always with us. So we don't really have to feel like, hey, now I'm in union, but life is still filled with suffering. Life is always going to be filled with pleasure, pain, suffering, because that is the design of this illusion of our planet Earth, this 3D density. So the third dimension is what it is, but we can choose to live in 5D and go into a state of watchfulness and observe these things. So for example, if you're getting rejected, then on like a job or an assignment, or you're starting a company but you're not getting the resources, you just have to wait, because some part some parts of the assignments require patience, and there's always a deeper meaning to what you're experiencing in your external world, even when you are in union. So you have to let go of the idea that union is a state of perfection state. No, then if you want to be in a state of perfection, then you got to be a robot or AI. Only then perfection can be established. But you will start looking at life, the imperfections, as perfection. So that is what life is like post union. It is filled with all the issues of 3D earth, but you are strong together and merged in oneness, and that is the most beautiful feeling. You everything else wouldn't matter, because your DM is with you to support you through any kind of life challenges. So that's why I actually spoke about 3D challenges. What kind of 3D challenges? All kinds of 3D challenges. It's just the same, but you're now facing these challenges with your divine counterpart. That's all. What you've been experiencing, what you've been going through, what you've been struggling is still going to happen. But you're going to do it together. That's all. So, going to that question, will there still be emotional challenges? Not quite with your divine counterpart, but with the world, possibly. Depending on your own spiritual ascension, enlightenment, and self-realization. Because you can still be in full union 5D. So all you have to get into a state of full union, you just have to maintain a consistent vibration of 5D. But having said that, even when you're in 5D, you can drop to 3D or 2D or 1D out of will, so that you can survive in the 3D world. So for example, certain people, you can't be talking from 5D. They're going to think you're cuckoo. You need to drop to 3D to talk in their level. So that kind of thing. But you'll be doing it with more awareness. So will there be still emotional challenges? Really depends on your path, your life. But as long as we're on planet Earth, emotions, feelings are going to be part of us anyway. So whether you're consciously emotional or subconsciously emotional, that is what differentiates this state of union. So I've talked about all the, unglamorous parts, but now we're going to talk about the fun part, because many of you all have curiosity about union bliss and love making and growth and expansion and all that. So the next part of my discourse, we're going to talk about twin flame union bliss. What exactly is it? It can't be described in words, but you are just whole, you are just one in two bodies, and that is the most beautiful state of being ever, because you finally don't have to do anything. You just, life is as beautiful as it can be, in every possible way. Everything you do is just in alignment, you're just synced in. And another thing you would notice is union bliss is you don't have to speak anymore to your divine counterpart. You just know. So communication, 3D kind of communication will be very limited. You're literally reading each other's minds. That's how close and united you will be with your divine counterpart. It's just a state that is completely not explainable in 3D words. And there's so much fun you're going to have. You're going to be invited to like 5D parties. You're going to be traveling, spaceships and all of that. I know these are far-fetched, but when you are there, you will know what I mean. So there'll be a lot of things you're doing. More of your siddhis will be activated. That's for mission purposes. And again, these siddhis, superpowers, are not going to be distractions, because it's part of your twin flame journey to do certain things, to be part of certain assignments. You'll be meeting more and more twin flames in union. Another big part of twin flame union bliss is sharing this unconditional love with the world as well, through projects or just through the state of being. So you might take on a more advisory role. You might start, teaching the world what it is like to be in a twin flame connection, and how to get to a more stable state of union as well. So it's just blissful, for lack of better word. But there's what you will appreciate most about being in stable union is the calmness. There is no doubt. There's no fear. You're just with your husband. You're just with your divine masculine. You're just with your eternal husband, and together you are enjoying planet Earth. That's all. and you know it's temporary, and you know you're preparing for the next mission, or the next project, or so, but everything will be in alignment. That's what twin flame union is. So the next question, a lot of you all may already have visions about it. Probably some of you all are already, practicing 5D twin flame love making. What is twin flame love making in the 3D? It is just beautiful. I can't really explain it in words, but if there's levitation, and if you find yourself in the middle of the galaxies, it's possible too. So what happens is that you are physically making love, but it is transcending dimensions. So while you're 3D love making, it's not sex anymore. It is more than that. It's about merging of your cells. It's about merging of your atoms, from a very basic level to a very expensive level. So you are here on earth and everywhere as well. And that's the reason why twin flame love making in the 3D is an experience that twin flames actually come here to earth to experience. It is a very unique experience that you can only experience here on earth. And that's why a lot of starseed monadic twin flames actually come to earth to actually experience this physical expression, because up there it's no density. Here with the density, and you are experiencing everything all at once. Like time will stop. Your heart will stop. You become one heart. You become one soul when the love making occurs. It's a kind of happiness that is beyond bliss. Beyond, they call it orgasmic joy. Right? It's beyond orgasmic joy. It's beyond everything. And you would only be able to understand it once it actually happens, but it is something that is worthwhile and worth it, and you will know, hey, you know what, all the sacrifices that I had done for this moment. Yes. And when you are in pre-union stages, or on and off union, you may experience this in little doses, but when you're in stable union, it's a different level. It's truly beautiful, dynamic. It's like the impossible is possible. Your physical body becomes one kind of feeling, state of being. You become one heart, you become one soul, you become one breath. That's how it is. The atoms are merging, the lights are dancing. It's just beautiful. So that is what twin flame love making post separation full union is like. So now we are going to go into what is twin flame growth and expansion. Once one attains a stable state of union, you will still keep expanding, will still keep growing, you will still keep on taking new assignments, we will still go on doing things that's going to amplify Earth's growth. We are also going to infinitely, our presence will be more expensive. So that's what's happening once we are in union. We start to delve deeper into the world affairs. So that's where the growth and expansion, so and that infinite attitude, the eternal state of being is much more physical, so it's kind of weaved in to your 3D aspect, 3D consciousness as well. So this question, what does it truly feel like to be in union with our twin flame? To each our own experience. And I just have to say, it's just beautiful, like there's a lack of a word to describe that. It's a coming of home feeling, when the first time when you see your twin flame walk into your life, that feeling amplified with stability and security, and the knowing that nothing or no one can ever separate you ever again. So that is that feeling. So this is another question. What does it feel like waking up to our divine counterpart every single morning? Pure bliss. You finally feel safe. You enjoy sleeping, you enjoy waking up, you just enjoy life, and no matter what challenges life throws at you, you're still at peace and bliss. So what is one's purpose after union? Well, do anything you like, but at the same time, you will have responsibilities and roles that you'll be guided as per the starseed family that you're part of, the councils that you were originally part of. All of that will be more visible. So, for example, from starseed, the twin flame starseeds from Sirius example, you will be doing a lot of council related projects. Mintakans like me, we have our own set of roles and responsibilities depending on our own skill set, because each star seed, as star seeds, we have our own attributes and unique abilities as well to help to balance Earth's grids and ley lines. So I was saying, so Mintakans, we do a lot of sea related, ocean related activities to balance the grids. So things like that, you'll be doing it more and more with your divine counterpart. And that's beautiful. Often, it's just you'll be doing solo missions, but when you're doing it with your divine counterpart, it's just next level and special. So that is the purpose, the state of being, the state of doing, and the state of creating. So what kind of missions will you be involved in? Any kind of missions, and you'll be more conscious of your missions this time around. And it's super fun when you're doing it with your divine masculine. It's just beautiful. And all kinds of missions, from grid work, conscious, subconscious, very secretive missions, but all connected to ascension, building the rainbow bridge, which I'll talk about in a bit. And again, the question is, what is the purpose of union? This is one question that you can answer yourself. But the whole purpose of union is, for us to experience separation and getting together. But there's so many layers of union, because when we get into union, we are also able to transcend and go on to do other things in the wider universes, multiverses, and galaxies and beyond, and no longer being trapped on our planet Earth with the samsara cycle as well. So the purpose of union is very important in every twin flames journey. Be it split or monadic twin flames, the purpose of union is crucial to your ascension and evolution and going on to the next stage. So what is the twin flame rainbow bridge? Well, the twin flame rainbow bridge is when every set of twin flames get together, there'll be a spark, there'll be a light that builds this rainbow bridge. So when more and more and more twin flames get into union, the bridge lights up. And the bridge is not just a normal bridge, it's a bridge that protects the new frequency that we are going to live in, which is 5D and above Earth. So that's why it's crucial during this period for more and more twin flames to get into union, to actually build the rainbow bridge, and for many other things as well. So guys, that's why put your ego behind, put your mind behind, and surrender to God and keep on thinking that it's not only about getting into union because of your carnal desires. It's about getting into union for a bigger purpose, and that purpose is what's going to fuel your union. So that's why surrendering to God, talking to God, understanding why you're here, your mission, your soul history, these are all very crucial in your journey. And that's why, keep vibrating higher, get into the state of watchfulness, and also remember it's all worthy in the end. I won't say in the end, because that is going to be a new beginning. So with that, I hope I've answered all of I've answered all of what you guys may be asking in terms of this. Let me have a look at any questions here. All right, Tracy is saying looking forward to union. Sarah is saying hi Vash, I hope you're okay. I'm well, thank you. Tapia, hello. Kayla is hey Vash. All right, perfect. So if you guys have no other questions, then I'll delve right into channeling, and I really hope you have enjoyed today's discourse. Of course, if you want me to go into depth, do comment. I know many of you all watch this on YouTube afterwards at your own time, and like I said, all the videos on YouTube are going to be deleted, everybody's stuff, mid-June, so you won't be able to access these videos from the group anymore. So but for easier viewing, I've done playlists on YouTube, so if you guys want to watch it again, and if you guys have any comments about union, you want me to do another discourse about union, do write to me or comment on the YouTube video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll do those mini discourses that I do. And and finally, this full moon, flower moon in Scorpio is going to be very intense. So I've got a special twin flame healing for that. So I'll highly recommend you guys to book your spot. It will be conducted on the 12th of May. So I've got limited time slots. So do write to me. So you can book your healing via my website. I also have the 17.5 Twin Flames portal for ultimate potential ascension, multidimensional connection, eternal love, physical union, mega breakthrough, and miracles. Healing and activations conducted on the 17th of May. Again, limited spots because I'm going to do it only on the 17th. So if you guys are interested, start booking your spot, and the quicker you book, you can choose the time slot of your choice. And lately I've been getting a lot of requests from divine feminines to do the womb space energy clearing. So if you guys feel that's the cleanse you need, go check that out as well. And of course, soul realignment is very crucial during this period, so get that done. And Neptune in Aries healing, and the 5Ds chakras healing and upgrade as well. So with that, I hope you all have enjoyed today's discourse. And so this is what I can share from my own experience of being in stable union, and also from all my other clients who are in stable union as well, and channeling what it is like. And again, I wanted to be as I wanted the purpose of this discourse is that I've been getting so many questions about what union is going to be like, because many of you all are in the pre-union stage right now. So this is just, to give you a heads up of what's going to be like. But it's going to be very unique because each one of us have our own journey, our own missions, and our own way of living when we are in union. So this is what it is, and to each its own. So with that, I am going to read out the channeling list. So I have got Irene, Tracy, Goodney, and Diana. So if you guys want to get on the list, you know what to do. And also, thank you all. I'd be grateful, if you could send me a tip if you have enjoyed my content. And, this will help me to create more content because I can set aside more time for this. So really appreciate all of your tips and support. And also, your likes, your shares. And guys, it's very crucial to know your soul history. So book a session with me to find out more, because when you know why you're here, what kind of star seed you are, what is your purpose, whether you're monadic or split soul, it will really help you to know where you're going. It will help you to have a better direction as well. And healings and activations are as important as well. And see what healings you are drawn to and resonate with. That's how my clients always choose as well. And I'll really recommend the 17.5 portal healing. And I've just posted it on my website, so get in fast. And if you're watching this video, if you write 175175 portal, you can get a 10% discount on the healing and activation. All right, with that, I'm going to delve right into channeling. So Irene's question is, hey V, I feel like fear is blocking me in every aspect of my life. How can I break this? And general guidance with my twin. Thank you. Well, right now, like I said, because of the energies of the full moon, flower moon in Scorpio, fear is going to be a big theme, generally for the collective. But specifically, that's what you're clearing majorly, your root chakra. Your collective combined energies are also being cleared out to kind of set the space for a much more comfortable union for you to experience with your twin flame. So that's the reason why there's a lot of fear that's releasing, coming out. And this is actually good in a way, because you need to have released all of these fears to actually feel a state of balance. So that's what I'm picking up, Irene. And there's also a deeper meaning behind everything that you're experiencing as well. I'm feeling like your combined energetic fields are growing further. There is this deep, I see gold and yellow threads just moving around your combined energy fields, which is very beautiful because it's somehow repairing, clearing, and strengthening your bond. So, general guidance with your twin flame journey is just to keep on moving, keep on going, and to trust God that everything will be all right and you are being blessed eternally always. So that's what I'm getting for you this week, Areen. Just be yourself. And like I said, there'll be a lot of opportunities coming your way. And maybe that's the reason why you're clearing more fear as well. Your guides want you to know that you are beautiful the way you are. And your twin flame, she loves you so much. And she will keep expressing it in every way she can. And both of you just keep expressing your divine unconditional love, because I see a lot of missions that you're going to partake on as well. You're being activated towards a new set of missions that's coming by. So that's why, vibrationally you may be feeling certain adjustments, because in order to do certain missions you need to be in a certain vibration. That's the reason why. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, and next up I have got Tracy. All right, let me see Tracy's question. All right, Tracy's question is, please tell me what is his next move and how he's feeling about us. Well, his next move is he's planning something big, and it's going to be quite risky. It's going to be quite shattering. For the karmic involved, but he's definitely doing what he needs to do to be in full union with you. So I definitely feel that there's a lot taking place right now, but it's happening in silence because he doesn't want to give you hope to disappoint you. So I'm feeling a lot of raw emotion at play. So you may be picking up on all of this. A lot of pain, a lot of frustration, and a lot of fear and anger. Because he feels like he's been depriving you of the love that you deserve. So your combined energetic fields are very passionate at the moment. I'm seeing a lot of red, a lot of warrior energy. Your DM is really in his warrior mode to set things right so that he can create a space for you guys to be together. So he's feeling a lot of passion towards you, a lot of desire and passion. They are very raw, they're very beautiful, they're very physical too. So literally, you guys have been love making in 5D. There is so much that's going on. So in your dream states, there is a lot of meeting, there's a lot of exchange of energies. It's very deep and it's very beautiful. So these are what he's feeling. He's so in love with you, he's so committed to you, and he just wants to be with you. And it's just very powerful, especially with the moon energies and everything that's going on. It's just so deep, it's just so powerful, and it's just so impactful. It's like the best is yet to come. So that's what I'm getting for you, Tracy. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. Next up, I've got Goodney. So Goodney's question is, why don't the painters answer me, neither son nor father? Are they not afraid of what I can do? And if time is anything coming through from my twin, we have no contact. All right, with the painters, they are very dodgy people. So they are just, planning on cutting corners. They are doing a lot of research on how to fight this case. And that's why they are silent. They are not afraid. They are more vindictive. That's what I'm picking up. But having said that, justice is with you. God is with you. And definitely you will be protected in this on what is going on. Of course, it's going to be quite difficult before you get your money back, but you will definitely get some kind of justice in this situation. It is going to be a long process, a slow process too, but you will definitely win in the end. But the father and son are not that afraid yet, but there will come a time where they will start to worry, because the truth is going to be exposed and more people are going to come forward with regards to their poor business practices. So definitely there is going to be an answer that you will get from them, a settlement. In fact, that's what I'm foreseeing in terms of the painter situation. But you got to stay strong, you cannot lose hope, and you got to trust that God is with you on this, Goodney, because you're very beautiful, you're very strong, and you've got this. All right, the next part is your twin flame, your DM is also, excuse me, going through something like this in his life where he feels stuck, he feels like he's not getting justice. So I feel like it's work related. So you're both kind of mirroring this situation, and that's why there's no communication at the moment, because both of you are going through some major challenges with regards to the external world. But communication is soon going to come through. I'm foreseeing communication after this full moon in the next couple of days. It's going to be very vivid, candid, and going to be very, very loving. And the messages that I'm getting from your DM is that he wants you to know that he loves you so much and that you are the best that has ever happened to him, and you are so kind, caring. Most importantly, he wants to give you encouragement with regards to the painter situation. He wants you to not he wants you to keep living your truth, to keep fighting for what is right, and because the impact you create today is going to help the wider community tomorrow. And he says that he wants you to invoke the goddess in you, to activate the warrior in you, and you will definitely succeed. And he says that he will support you every step of his way, 5D telepathically, and he says that good things are going to happen, and definitely he will see you soon. The next couple of months there could be a meeting, and he's really, really looking forward to seeing you, spending more time with you. And with that, Goodney, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And finally, I have got our beautiful, beautiful Diana. Diana says, "Thank you, V." So I'll see what's coming up, what I'm channeling for today. And all right. All right. I was just seeing if I had any other requests. So no more requests. So Diana will be the last. All right, Diana, what is going on? Energetically, it is blossoming. I'm feeling your energy levels getting higher. Health wise, things are improving. Everything is now getting in alignment, and you are going to enter this golden period of love, success, and deep, deep evolution with your divine counterpart. It's going to be a period of deep bliss, passion, joy, and everything is going to fall in place, everything is going to fall in alignment, and you're going to totally, totally live life to the fullest with your DM. It may feel like he's a bit slow right now, but things are going to change massively, especially after this full moon. Things are just going to come the things are just going to come into fruition, and your health, your work, everything. You're going to see success in every aspect of your life. I definitely see the wedding coming in. It's much more clearer, it's much more deeper. A lot of children, your home, your dream home is going to be very beautifully built and set, and you're going to enjoy. I'm not gonna, jinx it, but you are going to reach full, stable, secure union with your DM very, very soon. And your entire team, your guides, they're all clapping in joy because you have survived the hardest journeys. You have survived the most difficult obstacles, and this is your time to shine, Diana. And you're meant to blossom into the most beautiful women that you are, and you're going to serve the world with your divine counterpart, and together you guys are going to be so much in joy and happiness, and you'll be spreading this joy in every possible way. So with that, Diana, I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling, and your guys just want you to keep going and know that things are going to be amazing between you and your divine counterpart. All right, then with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's discourse. If you guys have any questions, you guys can write to me via my website, via my email. And also, guys, I highly, highly recommend the healings that I've listed. limited spots for the full moon one and the 17.5 portal. So book in early so that you can get the time slot of your choice. And if you're watching this video, 175 portal, and you can enjoy a 10% discount on all of the healings actually. All right, then it's only for until the 17th of May. So do make use of the code. So it's 175 PORTAL, and that's it at checkout, and it will calculate the discount for you. With that, I will see you all, and I'll talk to you all soon. Love you all. Take care, and bye bye. And happy full moon. I don't want to say happy full moon, but it's going to be a raw full moon, but it's going to be a passionate one. So definitely, I'm foreseeing communication, surprise visits. It's going to be a very powerful one. So set your alignment. Set your goals, stay in alignment, and everything will blossom in the way you want it to. With that, love you all, take care, and I'll see you all next week with a much more talked about topic. If you guys have any suggestions, do write to me. And with that, I'll see you all next week. Take care and bye bye.